It's like 95 degrees out in LA right now. The power of suck is strong. I think it's time that I slurp myself. I don't know how much you follow about this unless you're following the vlogs on quarterdigital.com. We actually are moving back into Studio 3. There used to be a cupboard here and the fridge went right here. Remember when the fridge door would break anytime we went to the fridge? Well, that was right here. So our fridge is now displaced all the way over here. And inside the freezer, we don't got much. It's like 95 degrees out in LA right now. You know, it's hot enough that I want a cold beverage, but the problem is that like none of these things can keep my drink cold.
Sure they can. It's cold. This is the worst ice ever.
This ice is impure, and I can't afford to buy new ice. Okay, I could buy a new ice tray, but that's no fun. And we're here on this channel to have fun. So I decided to use my 3D printer and a new vacuformer to make a new ice tray of my friends' heads. And hopefully at the end of all that, I'll be able to enjoy a nice cold drink. And who knows, maybe we'll be able to make some other things, like maybe some jello or chocolate. The way I'm gonna make ice cubes of all of us is I'm gonna start by using this free app on your iPhone called Bellis 3D. I've used it twice before, once to make my head for our Pinewood Derby car. Oh, I have that head. So it's kind of broken because I threw it on the ground. But it's me, can't you tell? This is me back when I still had hair. Bellis uses these special fancy little sensors that are used to like Face ID and unlock your phone to create a 3D mesh of your face while also projecting an image of your face onto that. And just like that, this is the face of someone who has a nice cold drink. I now have a 3D model of my head. I can export it as an OBJ or an STL file. Ooh. So now I guess we can scan the guys.
We're going in.
Scan me in. Okay, now you do it.
It's gonna mix you guys.
Oh, it is!
What?
Okay, look at it from there.
Oh my God, that's so weird. It's Peter until you look too much to the left and then it's me. Hey, that's good. That'll work. That'll
Sweet.
totally work.
Love it.
All right, Nico.
Yeah. It looks really good, actually.
That's pretty solid. I think we can totally print that.
Why does the ice cream taste so good? Well, it's because it's so cool.
All right, Nick, did you want to get a face scan?
Sure.
Yeah?
Do a YouTube thumbnail expression. Yeah, there we go. Good.
Oh my God, your tooth!
My tooth!
Your tooth! What happened?
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
After scanning everyone's faces in Bellis 3D, I was able to import those models into Cinema 4D where I needed to make some important tweaks to get them ready for the forming process. It's incredibly important to make sure that there are no overhangs in the model, otherwise I wouldn't be able to remove it from the mold itself, because you know, it'd be stuck. So I had this stuff print overnight, and I got a couple different heads. So this one printed in 2 hours, this one printed in 8 hours. 2 different sizes of ice cubes here. This one might be a little harder to put in a drink. When I previously tried printing some ice cube molds, I printed with this material called TPU, NinjaFlex specifically, which is a flexible type of plastic. That didn't work very well because the prints were very leaky, so all the water leaked out before it was able to freeze. So, I'm gonna try something new today using this vacuformer, and I know it just looks like a cardboard box, but let me open it up first and then we'll talk about it. What is a vacuformer, you might ask? Well, imagine taking a sheet of plastic, melting it, putting it around an object, and then sucking all the air out of it so it form-fits to that object, but then that plastic hardens, and then it's like a nice little piece of mold. This is the form box from Meiku. It is a desktop-sized vacuformer. It means you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on like a huge vacuformer if you just want to vacuform just like small little pieces. I'm very excited about this. I've never had a vacuformer before. This is like some Adam Savage stuff here. Aha, look at that. this is a tube.
It's a tube. It's a tube.
Look at the size of the power cable.
Yeah.
They are expecting some amps. Okay, so now I've got to actually figure out how to do this. I don't think it'll be too hard to figure out. And once I do, I'm gonna get my face in there like this and make a mold out of it, just like that.
Hey guys, I just got off the phone with Nico and Wren, and it sounds like they're creating heads out of ice, and it sounds really complicated. One thing that's not complicated is using today's sponsor, Squarespace, because they have beautiful award-winning templates and 24/7 award-winning customer service. It sounds pretty simple. It's about as simple as Squarespace's multiple contributors tool to use. You can have different people contribute different things to your site with different levels of access. The next thing that Squarespace has is the traffic overviews tool. You can traffic overview your own website and see where people come from, what people utilize your site for, and how to make it better. Squarespace has audio blocks feature, which allows you to post things like podcasts on your site. And last but not least, Squarespace has simultaneous posting features, which means that you can post one time on Squarespace and it'll automatically go out to like your Twitter and Facebook profiles and automatically format in accordance with those profiles.
Yeah, how's it going?
Hey man, are you at the studio?
Yes.
Now I heard you were 3D scanning people's faces and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty complicated. And the thing that I was trying to get across was like, nothing is easier than using Squarespace.
I mean, I can see that. Yeah, there's a lot of complexity with what I'm doing. It sounds like you've got it figured out.
Well, I just want to let you know. And if you're interested, head on over to squarespace.com/corridorcrew.
Squarespace.com/corridorcrew?
That's right. It's 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
What a steal!
Great. I think that went well. Let's see where they're at with their ice cubes.
This is like one of the thickest cables I've ever seen. This is thicker
than a bowl of oatmeal.
Now we need our materials. So this is a sheet of plastic here that is gonna melt. Unclasp this, raise that up, put the little piece of plastic there. So this sliding panel here actually holds the plastic, and this thing heats the plastic evenly, and after about 2 minutes or so, the plastic is ready to be formed. The form box itself actually turns on the shop vac because you plug the shop vac into the vacuformer. This is smart enough to know exactly when to start applying suction at the right moment. We got the shop vac, we got the form box plugged in, and everything is connected. The next thing, for all intents and purposes, this thing's ready to go.
All right.
So also another concern is that this might be too hot and might melt the 3D print. I think it'll be fine, but we'll find out. Place this guy right in the middle here. Oh, I can see it drooping. Oh, there it goes. It's starting to droop.
Oh, it's drooping.
It's drooping. You ready?
Yep. It's moving the truth.
That looks great. The power of suck. Okay, I'll let that cool here. Dude, oh my God, I am excited. So now comes the moment of truth. Can I even remove this piece? It's coming. There we go.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. There's that huge seam along my forehead, which sucks, but overall, it turned out great. So of my 2 heads so far, I'm actually gonna print all 4 of our heads even smaller than this one, so that it's actually even more ice cube size, something that can fit in a glass. That way, I can print all 4 of these heads in the same print session, and also be able to put all 4 of these heads on the same bed to make the same tray. So that way I could actually have one single ice tray with all 4 of our heads. The 4 cubesmen of the ice-pocalypse.
All right, the video's over.
So with the ice cube trays ready to go, I decided to create even bigger molds with scaled up head prints. That way I can surprise the guys with some bonus treats. So after everything is done and in the refrigerator, I'll bring them in to show the guys. You guys are all looking a little parched. It's a little hot out. Yeah, we need some glasses, we need some water.
Make ready. Peter?
We got some ice. We can each get our own head twice.
What? Nice.
Look, it's a little me.
Dude,
That's
what
amazing.
A cool guy.
I'm gonna grab mine. I think I broke mine a little bit. Yeah, mine broke a little bit.
Nice.
Here's me.
Let's get that clock.
Wait, can I get your ice pick? Dude,
Don't you see the resemblance?
all good.
So refreshing.
I can very easily just print more of these heads and make an entire tray of like a dozen ice cubes.
Limited run on the website of Quarter Crew ice cube trays.
Leave a comment down below if you want us to do that. Why? But okay. The great thing about this method is that it is a mold. You can fill it with anything, and for so far what we've been doing is just we've been making ice cubes. But you can fill these molds with other things, and the very easy thing to do, well, I'll just show you. I'll just show you. First off, I'm gonna show you this one.
You went crazy.
So this one is actually already falling out. We'll do this one last.
What the heck?
Nico.
Oh my gosh. Yeah!
Look at the jiggle. Look at that jiggle, dude.
Hey, this is the first head that actually has a semblance of reality.
Dig in. Oh, he's eating his chin.
Oh, you're
You
like a
gotta
zombie.
eat your nose. Eat your nose.
Look at this face.
It's really weird taking a bite of your own face. Like, it does feel weird.
You have more?
That's really good, actually.
Let's see.
What did your wife think of all this?
She was just like classic.
Come on. Dude, here. I need to
Wait. No.
Mold apart.
Oh no.
Well, I'm just gonna eat out of my mold.
So for those, I forgot to use cooking oil, but for this one, I did not forget. So this one, I have a feeling will come out just fine.
Come on. Yes! It's cooking oil.
Oh my god.
Jiggle. I think it's time that I slurp myself. You may have noticed that there's no Jello Peter head. Well, I knew that Peter does not like Jello. I turned your head into a giant frozen tomato soup bowl. I don't know how well this is gonna come out of the mold.
My God.
I'm a soup. All right, Peter, I present you frozen tomato soup.
Thank you, waiter.
You're so lucky, Peter. Oh.
Wait, bite your nose off. Oh, it leaves behind like freaking blast residue. Oh my god.
Hey, it's Voldemort Peter.
It's tomato soup, Voldemort Peter. Oh, right through the nose.
Oh, brain stem.
This is weirdly cathartic.
Is no one else like emotionally creeped out by the fact that like you're getting all up in your own face consuming it? It's like a little weird.
Super weird. It's super weird, but whoever gets a chance to do this sort of thing?
I think the coolest part about this whole thing is the fact that you're easily able to make molds now. We could do so many things like prop-wise, novelty-wise with this.
Absolutely. Anytime we need to make like 100 of something, we can just like, we could design it in 3D, print it out, and then we can mold it, and then make hundreds of those things that I printed. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm glad I could finally drink cold water, but it's not cold just yet. The moment I've been waiting for this whole time. So be sure to subscribe. Who knows what we'll be doing next week? We got crazy, wacky ideas all over the place. I'm drinking a glass of water with my head as an ice cube. I mean, how wild is that? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.